The main photo shows a silver eye, and then the little videos are Westland Petrol, Kiwi and White-fronted Tern. Welcome to my wildlife watching blog. This is where I don't do selfies, and I do just keep pointing the camera away from me at the wildlife. I went to Punakaiki, which is a popular spot for backpackers on the kind of backpacker trip around South Island. I think it should be a popular spot for backpackers into wildlife, because I found a few day trips that I could do, sort of walks from my hostel, including a river walk. So I walked along the river, and everything's going to kind of pop out of the map where I was watching it, so it'll give you an idea about where everything is. So on this river walk I saw native birds such as this fantail. Still seeing this is part of an area with quite a bit of anti-predator control, but still some, for example, damage from possums on this tree. And I'm going to be quiet and we can listen here to a grey warbler calling. On another trip from the hostel, I went to the tern colony. It's a white-fronted tern colony with lots of terns and lots of pooey white streaks that the terns have left on the rocks. Very popular with tourists and a popular stopping off point for a lot of coach trips. Sometimes I left a trail camera on overnight. One of them, when I picked it up, I discovered a possum had walked past the trail camera. The video wasn't very good, but I did have that photo. And in fact, one day when I went to collect it, I saw a stoat while I was going to get the camera. One morning I got up very, very early to look for kiwi, because I'd heard there were some along the sort of trails. On the way to what I thought might be a good spot, I saw this possum in a tree. And I saw a kiwi. Very difficult to see, but you can just about see it. This is my trail camera, which I was adapting to use as a kind of video camera handheld. And by the way, all the time we're listening to a Morepork. I recorded one so I could stick it on here as a bit of atmospheric sound effect. And I heard a lot of Moreporks. Oh, here's another great spotted kiwi. I heard a lot of Moreporks as I was doing this very early morning walk. And I did another walk to the south to what I've called the Westland Petrol watch point. Westland Petrols are a seabird. Seabirds are evolved to live at sea, and they have to be created. Oh, meanwhile, I'll talk about the Westland Petrol. This is a banded dotterel that I saw on the beach. Anyway, I was particularly here to see the Westland Petrol. They're evolved to live at sea, very good at doing that, but they have to solve the problem of nesting because you can't lay an egg on the sea. So the fairly unique solution the Westland Petrols come up with is that they nest in trees, high up in the trees, away from predators. Maybe this has happened because there are so few natural predators on the land in New Zealand that this was a really viable option, because you wouldn't even get things like rodents climbing up the trees. Anyway, it means that you've got this spectacle that in the evening the Westland Petrols will kind of circle offshore and eventually come in overhead. There's a few thousand. I didn't see a few thousand, I saw a few hundred, because there are other spots along the coast as well where they fly overhead. Thanks for watching. Loads more information in my blog. Link in the description.